Phoenix, August, 108 degrees on the thermometer. The asphalt's shimmering. You're stopped at a red light and your bike just became a griddle. Cooking your legs. Most riders? They're suffering. Today we're counting down 12 motorcycles that refuse to roast you alive, and number 1 uses engineering so sophisticated you'll forget it's 95 degrees outside. Number 12, the Honda NC750X. Most bikes in this heat, your inner thighs are cooking like chicken on a griddle. You're sweating through your riding pants. You're considering pulling over just to escape the heat radiating up from the engine. The NC750X, different story. Honda engineers mounted that parallel twin engine way low and forward in the frame, not under you where it cooks your legs, but inches ahead of where you sit. The radiator's positioned out front where incoming AIR hits it first, not behind the engine where it traps heat. From Japan, this bike represents Honda's focus on adventure riders who need comfort in all conditions. When that light turns green, the fan's been working, pushing hot air forward away from your legs. The exhaust runs down the right side, but it's tucked tight under the engine between frame rails. Your right shin isn't touching hot metal pipes directly like on cruisers. We know a Phoenix commuter who rides every day through summer when temperatures exceed 100 degrees. His heat complaint? None. His right shin gets slightly warm. That's it. The seat stays cool because there's no big V-twin sitting underneath cooking everything. If this list is saving you from summer suffering, hit like so we know to make part 2. The DCT automatic version changes everything in traffic. There's no clutch lever to pull. Your left hand just rests on the grip. 30 traffic lights in a row during a rush hour, your hand doesn't cramp, doesn't H. The bike creeps forward at idle like an automatic car. Release the brake, it moves gently without throttle input. Parking lots become effortless. But here's what Honda doesn't mention in the glossy brochures: minimal wind protection. At 75 miles per hour on the highway, you're fighting wind constantly. Your arms get sore, holding yourself against constant buffeting. Long highway days become tiring, but in summer city traffic, when you're desperate for airflow, you'll take that wind over trapped heat every single time. That constant breeze cools you naturally. A used NC750X runs $5,000 to $7,500 for 2016 to 2022 models. Target 2018 to 20. If your budget allows, the DCT software got major refinements after early adopters reported occasional clunking when cold. All the early bugs disappeared in later production. Quick pit stop. I went out and put together a short list of the best rider tools and gadgets. The stuff that actually saves your day on the road. Here are all the essentials. It's all linked in the description under Grab the Gear here. It doesn't cost you anything extra, it just helps support the channel. Now back to it. But if you think the NC runs cool, there's a bike at number 8 that weighs half as much, uses ancient air cooling technology, and somehow embarrasses modern liquid-cooled bikes. The secret? Physics that engineers forgot. Number 11, the Suzuki SV650. V-twins are supposed to roast your legs. Everyone knows this. Big cruisers with their air-cooled V-twins cook riders in traffic. Sport twins with aggressive positioning trap heat between the fairings. Ask any Harley rider about summer traffic, they'll tell you stories. The SV650 proves them wrong. From Japan, Suzuki tucked that V-twin tight into a compact aluminum frame, not some big heavy steel frame that soaks up heat like a sponge. The radiator's positioned way out front where incoming AR hits it first, not buried behind other components. When you're sitting at lights in bumper-to-bumper traffic, Los Angeles freeway, stop and go at 5 p.m., that fan does its job. It pushes hot air forward, not at your thighs. Think about big cruisers. Your legs hug those wide air-cooled cylinder heads. You're touching hot metal separated by nothing but thin riding pants. The SV? Your legs are positioned away from the hottest parts. There's space between you and the engine. That narrow profile makes a difference. We know Los Angeles commuters who ride SV650 bikes daily when temperatures hit 90+ degrees. Their legs, warm, Not cooked medium rare like they were on their old bikes. Not roasted like on bigger V-twins. The right shin gets warm from exhaust proximity. You can feel it during stops. The inner right thigh feels some heat from the cylinder underneath. But compared to bigger bikes, this is nothing. Manageable heat instead of oppressive heat. Want bikes that don't turn summer traffic into torture? Subscribe, and we'll keep them coming. The naked version, the one without fairings, has zero bodywork blocking wind. Every bit of air hits you directly. In summer, that's perfect. You want that airflow. You need that constant breeze. The upright bars and relaxed seating position mean wind cools you instead of buffeting you or fighting you. The clutch pull is light. No hand fatigue developing during long commutes stuck in traffic. Low-speed fueling is smooth and predictable without jerky on-off throttle behavior that makes parking maneuvers difficult. At 434 pounds, you filter through stopped cars easily without struggling to muscle heavy weight. A used SV650 runs $4,000 to $6,000 for 2017 to 2023 models. Target 2020 onward if possible. The electronics are sorted. After the new platform settled in, fueling is smooth throughout the entire rev range. Avoid 2017. If you can, first year on the new platform had occasional fueling hiccups where the bike would stumble at very low RPM. The downside? Naked styling means wind fatigue on highways above 70 miles per hour. 71 horsepower is adequate for daily use, but not thrilling. And bugs hit you directly. There's zero windshield, zero fairings. You're exposed to everything. But the SV runs legitimately cool where it matters most. And the next bike? 300 pounds lighter. Which means what exactly? Half the mass, half the heat. Simple physics that most manufacturers ignore. Number 10. The Yamaha MT-07. $388 pounds. That's half what a Road King weighs. Less mass means less heat generation. Simple physics, the parallel twin sits between your knees. You feel some warmth, but nothing oppressive. The seat stays cool. Your right leg feels slightly more warmth than the left. In 100-degree traffic? Tolerable. But here's what lightweight bikes do that heavy bikes can't. They cool between stops. Bigger bikes? They soak heat and hold it. The MT sheds heat the moment you start moving. The clutch is light. Low-speed fueling is smooth. No jerks. The fan is quiet. At 388 pounds, you muscle this through traffic. Gaps, zero fairings means wind hits you from every direction. In summer, you want that. The upright position creates air circulation. What's your biggest heat complaint about your current bike? Let us know in the comments. A used MT-07 runs $4,500 to $6,000 for 2015 to 2023 models. Target 2018 to 21. If your budget allows, you get updated electronics including functional traction control that works properly. The downside? Zero wind protection whatsoever. Highway riding becomes fatiguing after 2 hours at 75 miles per hour. Bugs hit you directly, no windshield to deflect them. Rain soaks you fully, no fairings to block water. Not ideal for long-distance touring, obviously. But for summer city commuting, when heat is your enemy, this bike excels. And number 9, it's the lightest parallel twin on this entire list, but there's something strange about it. Riders in Houston humidity ride it 8 hours daily without complaining. How is that possible? Number 9. The Kawasaki Z400. £364, lightest parallel twin on this entire list. Think about what that means practically. Small engine displacement, 400 cubic centimeters total, means minimal heat generation from combustion. That's less than a water bottle in total displacement. Physics dictates it can't generate massive heat. Minimal heat anywhere you'd notice. Your right leg feels slight warmth only, barely noticeable unless you're paying attention. The seat stays cool underneath you. Your inner thighs don't touch hot components ever due to narrow engine profile. We know a Houston delivery driver in Houston summers are legendary for oppressive humidity, making 95 degrees feel like 110. Who rides a Z400 daily delivering food, 8 hours daily in that oppressive heat. His heat complaint about the bike? None. None. 0 leg roasting complaints. His only issue? Wanting more power for occasional highway runs when deliveries take him outside the city. The clutch is light. The fueling is smooth. The fan is quiet. At 364 pounds, lighter than most people, you can push it through traffic manually if somehow needed. Being a naked bike means maximum cooling airflow constantly. Wind hits you from everywhere without obstruction. A used Z400 runs $3,000 to $4,500. Target $2,020 to $23 for best reliability. The downside? Small displacement means limited highway performance capability. The engine struggles 2 up with luggage. Minimal wind protection means highway fatigue. But wait until you see number 8, 229 pounds, air-cooled. Ancient technology from the 1960s. And it runs cooler than bikes with radiators, fans, and liquid cooling. How did Honda do this? Number 8, the Honda Grom. 229 pounds with an air-cooled single-cylinder engine. Stop and process that for a moment. No radiator at all. No liquid cooling system whatsoever. No fans kicking on. No coolant to maintain. Just simple air-cooled technology that's worked for decades. Think about the fundamental physics for a second. A 125 cubic centimeters engine produces an absolute fraction of the heat that a liter-class bike generates constantly. The entire engine displaces less than a soda can total. How much heat can it possibly produce? The finned cylinder head acts like a massive heat sink, actively pulling heat away from combustion and dissipating it into passing airflow naturally. Air cooling works perfectly for this specific application because the engine never works hard enough to overheat. It's spinning happily at moderate RPM, constantly without strain. Your right leg feels some warmth from that air-cooled engine. You're sitting right next to that finned cylinder after all. But nothing compared to bigger bikes remotely. Nothing even approaching uncomfortable. The seat stays cool underneath because there's barely any engine mass underneath generating heat. Overall heat, minimal and tolerable. We know a Houston delivery driver who rides a Grom daily delivering food through oppressive humidity. 8 hours daily, in 95-degree heat that feels like 110 with humidity factored. His complaint about the bike? Wanting more power for occasional highway runs. Heat complaint? Literally none. 0. The thing barely generates warmth, he notices. The semi-auto transmission means no clutch lever whatsoever to operate. You shift with your left foot using a simple lever, but no clutch pull required ever. 229 pounds makes maneuvering trivial everywhere. You can pick the rear wheel up off the ground manually and pivot the bike in tight spots if somehow needed. This tiny bike means wind hits you from every direction without obstruction. Cooling is excellent naturally from constant airflow. Too much airflow becomes a problem. Highway speeds above 50 miles per hour become uncomfortable from excessive wind buffeting. A used Grom runs $2,000 to $3,500 for basically any year. They're all mechanically similar. Honda hasn't changed the fundamental design substantially in years because it works perfectly already. The downside? Tiny displacement, 125 cubic centimeters total, limits capability severely. Not highway capable, strictly urban use only. Minimal comfort for riders over 6 feet tall. 2-up riding? Forget it fully. But for summer heat and city commuting? This thing barely generates warmth you notice. And number 7 proves real adventure bikes can stay cool too. Number 7. The Honda CB500X. 430 pounds of genuine adventure capability that stays cool even in demanding conditions. Here's what Honda engineers got right when designing this bike. They mounted that parallel twin engine low in the frame, not high up where heat rises into your lap. The radiator is positioned out front, inches ahead of the engine itself, where incoming air hits it first. When you're stopped at lights during a summer traffic, hot air blows forward, away from you, where it belongs. The exhaust is tucked under the engine between frame rails. Your right leg isn't touching hot pipes directly, like on cruisers. You feel slight warmth on your right leg and inner thigh only, from general proximity to mechanical components. The seat stays relatively cool compared to bigger adventure bikes. We know Los Angeles commuters stop and go freeway traffic for literal hours during rush hour, who ride CB500X bikes daily without leg roasting complaints whatsoever. The clutch is light and doesn't fatigue your hand during extended use. Low-speed fueling is smooth without jerky throttle behavior. The fan operates quietly. 430 pounds makes maneuvering easier than bigger adventure bikes, much. Some riders add aftermarket tank deflectors for $60 to $80 total. Otherwise, it runs cool from factory. A used CB500X runs $4,500 to $6,500. Target $2,020 to $23. The downside? Minimal wind protection for highway use. 47 horsepower struggles. 2 up with full luggage loaded. Perfect for urban commuters. Adventure beginners. Learning. If you're already planning which bike to buy for summer, hit like so we know you're serious about staying cool. But here's the question nobody asks. Can a V-twin run cool? Everyone says impossible. Number 6 proves them wrong. Number 6. The Suzuki V-Strom 650. V-twin engines typically run hotter than parallel twins. Everyone in the motorcycle world knows this. But Suzuki engineers did something remarkable when designing the V-Strom. They engineered cooling exceptionally well here specifically. The V-twin is mounted low in the frame. The radiator's positioned out front, ahead of the engine block fully. Minimal fairings allow natural airflow without trapping heat. The fan design pushes air efficiently where needed. The narrow tank profile keeps your legs away from the hottest engine components deliberately. You feel slight warmth on your right side from V-twin configuration naturally. The seat remains comfortable without excessive heat building. Your inner thighs stay tolerable temperature-wise. This is better than most adventure bikes in this exact category. We know riders who've toured through Texas during August, 100-degree days regularly, on V-Stroms without excessive heat complaints developing. Your right leg gets warm definitely, but not unbearably so. The clutch is light and comfortable for extended use in traffic. Low-speed response is smooth and predictable. The fan operates quietly without noise. 476 pounds feels manageable threading through traffic. Aftermarket radiator guards protect the cooling system for $60. OEM deflectors are available for $80 to $120. A used V-Strom 650 runs $4,000 to $7,000. Target $2,018 to $20. The downside? Basic suspension that's functional but not exceptional. The seat is firm for long rides. Power is adequate but not exciting. Adventure touring commuters love this. Budget-conscious tourers appreciate value. But number 5 proves even triple engines can run reasonably cool with decent engineering. Number 5. The Yamaha Tracer 9 GT. Triple engines run hot. The Yamaha Tracer 9 GT is no exception. 3 cylinders firing means more combustion events, more heat, but it's better than many triples. The inline triple has the radiator out front. Exhaust routing keeps heat away from your legs, mostly. Your right leg gets warm. Your inner thighs cook when stopped. This isn't the coolest bike here, but it's better than many triples. Better than older Triumph triples. Better than some European bikes. The clutch is workable. Low-speed fueling is good. The fan is louder than Japanese bikes. Heat builds in traffic. The fairings can trap heat between plastic and your legs. Protection from wind means trapped heat. The windscreen adjusts electronically. Airflow is decent at speed. Heat deflectors are available for $100 to $150. Some riders add insulation. It helps. A used Tracer 9 GT runs $11,000 to $14,000. Target $2,021 to $23. The downside? Heat. The triple runs hot compared to parallel twins. Not ideal for summer city riding. The electronics can overwhelm riders. Sport touring riders in moderate climates enjoy this, but hot climate commuters should skip it. Number 4 proves British engineering sometimes works better. Number 4, the Triumph Tiger 900 GT. Another triple, but with better heat management than the Yamaha. Better cooling engineering. Better than the Tracer in real conditions. The radiator is out front. Exhaust routing keeps heat away reasonably well. Your right leg gets warm. The seat handles heat well. Your inner thighs get heat, but it's manageable. The clutch is smooth. Fueling is good. Fan noise is acceptable. Creep control works. The windscreen adjusts. Fairings allow airflow. Better than touring bikes. Deflectors are available for $120 to $180. Tank insulation helps. A used Tiger 900 GT runs $9,000 to $12,000. Target 2020 onward. The downside? Triple heat in summer. Complex electronics. Higher maintenance costs for European bikes. Adventure touring riders enjoy this. Moderate climate riders appreciate it. But number 3 shows German engineering works. Number 3, the BMW F900R. German engineering. This parallel twin has excellent heat management. The radiator placement is optimal. Exhaust routing keeps heat away. The fan system is quiet. Heat is minimal. Your right leg is slightly warm. The seat stays cool. Your inner thighs remain comfortable. The clutch is light. Fueling is excellent. The fan is quiet. Creep control is perfect. The windscreen adjusts. Minimal fairings allow airflow. The upright position creates cooling. BMW engineered this well. Optional tank deflectors are available for $150. Quick question. What's your budget for a cool running bike? Under $5,000, $5,000 to $10,000, or over $10,000? Let us know in the comments. A used F900R runs $8,000 to $12,000. Target 2021 to 23. The downside? Price premium is significant. Maintenance costs are high. Parts are expensive. Dealership network is limited in some areas. Premium buyers appreciate quality. Tech enthusiasts enjoy features. But number 2 proves Honda can match German engineering. Number 2, the Honda Africa Twin. The parallel twin has Honda reliability with proven heat management. The radiator is out front. Exhaust is well routed. Fairings are minimal. The fan is quiet and effective. You feel slight warmth on your right leg only. The seat remains cool. Your inner thighs stay comfortable. This is excellent heat management. For an adventure bike weighing 504 pounds, the 𝐑𝐄𝐑 automatic transmission eliminates clutch work fully. Fueling is smooth. The fan is quiet. Creep control is excellent. The weight feels manageable. The windscreen adjusts conveniently. Fairings are minimal. Airflow is excellent naturally. The upright position creates cooling circulation. Honda got this right from factory. Optional deflectors are available for $80 to $120. A used Africa Twin runs $10,000 to $15,000. Target 2020 to 23 with 𝐑𝐶T. The downside? Price is higher than competitors. 𝐑𝐶T adds cost. Weight intimidates some riders. Adventure touring riders love this. Hot climate riders appreciate engineering. But number 1, the Honda Goldwing. Here's what separates the Goldwing from everything else on this entire list. Engineering so sophisticated, it eliminates heat discomfort completely. Not reduces it, not manages it, eliminates it fully. That flat 6 engine with horizontal cylinders sitting low in the frame means heat dissipates sideways, away from you instead of rising up into your L-ape like traditional engine configurations do. Extensive ducting And we're talking serious, sophisticated ducting throughout the entire motorcycle, routes hot air away deliberately through engineered channels designed specifically for this exact purpose. Multiple radiators are positioned strategically throughout. A sophisticated cooling system with computer-controlled fans that adjust speed automatically based on actual conditions. The fairings aren't just for wind protection. They're designed to channel airflow, specifically away from your body, while simultaneously cooling the engine efficiently. Your legs? Cool. The seat? Comfortable temperature-wise even after hours. No hot spots anywhere. Not your inner thighs, not your shins, not your seat. Even in the 100-degree stop-and-go traffic creeping through downtown during August, you stay comfortable temperature-wise. We know riders in their 70s who tour coast to coast on Gold Wings specifically because heat never becomes an issue regardless of conditions. Death Valley in August. When temperatures hit 115 degrees, they're comfortable. Phoenix rush hour when asphalt is shimmering. Cool legs, Houston humidity in July, no problem whatsoever. One guy told us directly, "I switched from a road glide after just one summer ride through Arizona. My legs were cooked, couldn't take it anymore. Bought a Gold Wing, rode the same exact route in even hotter weather the next summer. Comfortable the entire time. Couldn't believe the difference." The DCT automatic transmission eliminates clutch work. Reverse gear makes backing up 836 pounds effortless. Just press a button, the bike backs itself up under power automatically. Perfect fueling throughout. Whisper quiet fan operation you barely notice. Excellent creep control in traffic. Weight disappears with reverse gear assistance. Extensive fairings create adjustable wind protection, superior to anything else available. Electrically adjustable windscreen. You control with handlebar buttons conveniently. Heat ducted away deliberately through engineering. Plush seat with multi-density foam. Perfect ergonomics refined over literal generations. You can legitimately ride 8 hours straight in summer without heat, discomfort whatsoever. A used Gold Wing runs $15,000 to $25,000 for 2018 to 2023 models. Target 2020 to 23. If budget allows, all software updates applied. All early issues sorted. The downside? Weight. 836 pounds intimidates many riders initially. The size feels massive compared to smaller bikes. The price is high. Fuel economy is modest at 35 miles per gallon average. Maintenance costs are higher than smaller bikes due to complexity. Who should buy this? Serious long-distance tourers who ride thousands of miles yearly. Riders over 50 who prioritize comfort above everything. Hot climate riders who suffer on other bikes during summer. Two-up tourers who ride cross-country regularly with passengers. Riders with arthritis or hand weakness wanting automatic transmission. Who shouldn't? Budget buyers with limited funds. Sport riders wanting aggressive performance. Off-road enthusiasts needing dirt capability. New riders lacking experience with big bikes. Urban-only riders who never leave the city. The Gold Wing is #1 because sophisticated engineering eliminates heat discomfort. No other bike manages heat this effectively. Nothing else even comes remotely close. Click the next video to continue the road trip. Join our tribe by subscribing. And if you want to support our channel and have early access on the newest videos, become a member. And don't forget to like this video.